What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to the channel. NFL Cowboys news. Do we have some big news to talk about today? I'm sure you saw the headlines. If you haven't, let me catch you up. Davante Adams, one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, is on his way to the Dallas Cowboys. I repeat, Davante Adams is going to the Cowboys. And the craziest part? This move happened after a contract restructuring that shook the NFL world. Now you might be asking, how in the world did this happen? Well, grab your popcorn, because we are about to dive deep into this blockbuster move, how it affects the Cowboys, and what it means for the rest of the NFL. So, if you're a Cowboys fan, an NFL junkie, or just someone who loves big trades and dramatic storylines, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the latest updates. First off, let's talk about the announcement itself. We've all been hearing rumors for weeks. Some of you are probably thinking, yeah, right, there's no way this happens. But guess what? It just did. Davante Adams, the former Packers star, who is coming off a stellar career in Green Bay, has officially been traded to the Dallas Cowboys after restructuring his contract with the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, for those who are unfamiliar, Davante Adams has been one of the most dominant wide receivers in the NFL for years. From his insane route-running ability to his remarkable hands, he's been the go-to guy for Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, and he proved just how lethal he can be when he joined the Las Vegas Raiders. And while we all knew Adams could still play at a high level, his future with the Raiders was unclear, and well, now we know why. Adams is a game changer. For those of you who have been following the NFL, you already know what this guy can do on the field. He's had multiple 1,000-yard seasons, countless highlight reel catches, and is one of the most feared receivers in the league. But with the Raiders, there were questions. Would he stay in Vegas? Could he be moved? And that's where the restructuring of his contract comes in. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty. How did this trade happen? The key element here was a contract restructuring. For those of you who aren't fully sure what that means, here's a quick breakdown. Basically, when a player restructures their contract, they rework the terms with their team, usually to clear up cap space or to allow the team to make room for other moves. In Adams' case, the Raiders and Adams' representatives agreed to a deal that would make him more flexible in terms of trade talks. And just like that, the door was open for the Cowboys to come in and scoop him up. Let me give you a little more context. The Cowboys have been known for trying to make a splash in the offseason, and they've been looking for that missing piece to make them serious contenders. And with Adams' contract situation, the Raiders and the Cowboys reportedly came to an agreement that made sense for both sides. Now, the real magic here is that the Cowboys were able to get him without crippling their salary cap. With the restructure, Davante Adams is still going to be compensated handsomely, but his contract is more team-friendly. This means that Dallas didn't have to give up the farm in terms of draft picks or player assets. They got Adams in a way that helps them win right now and in the future. Talk about a win-win. So now that we know how this trade went down, let's talk about what it actually means for the Dallas Cowboys. First of all, this is a game-changing move for the Cowboys. No more relying on just CeeDee Lamb and a bunch of young, unproven wideouts. No offense to the Michael Gallups and Jalen Tolberts of the world, but Davante Adams is an elite, proven playmaker. This is a top-tier wide receiver to pair with Dak Prescott, and that's exactly what Dallas needed to give their offense that extra edge. With Adams, you've got a guy who can take over a game and make those big plays in crucial moments. Think about it. Dak Prescott has been looking for a true number one receiver to help him lead the Cowboys to a Super Bowl. Now, he's got one of the best in the league in Adams. They're going to be an electric duo, and this move immediately makes the Cowboys one of the top teams in the NFC. When you pair that with Dallas' solid offensive line and strong defense, it's a scary sight for other teams in the league. And let's not forget the pressure this takes off of CeeDee Lamb. Lamb is a great player, but now he doesn't have to be the only guy defenses focus on. With Adams in the mix, teams can't double cover Lamb and leave other guys open. This move opens up the whole field for the Cowboys, and it makes their offense even more dangerous. Plus, don't sleep on the leadership aspect. Davante Adams has been through it all. He's been in high-pressure situations, played in the playoffs, and even made deep runs. The experience he brings to the locker room and on the field can't be overstated. If the Cowboys are going to make a Super Bowl run, Adams could be the guy who gets them over the hump. Let's take a moment to talk about how this impacts the Cowboys' offense on the field. With the addition of Davante Adams, the Cowboys' offense now has a legitimate 1-2 punch at wide receiver. So let's break it down. CeeDee Lamb, you still have Lamb as your top option, and now you've got Adams to take some of the pressure off him. Lamb's skill set is different from Adams, so you have two guys who can work the field in complementary ways. Davante Adams is a classic deep threat, but also has the ability to dominate underneath routes and create mismatches with cornerbacks. He can line up anywhere outside, in the slot, and you can move him around to take advantage of those matchups. The running game, with the attention now shifted to Adams and Lamb, the Cowboys' run game could open up even more. Tony Pollard and whoever else is in the backfield will have more room to run, which is exactly what they need to keep defenses honest. And with Dak Prescott at the helm, throwing to a trio of Lamb, Adams, and possibly Gallup, this offense has the potential to be one of the most potent in the NFL. So, we've talked a lot about what this means for the Cowboys, but what about the rest of the league? Well, this move definitely shifts the balance of power in the NFC. The Cowboys were already in contention, but now, with Adams added to the fold, they're going to be a serious threat to teams like the Eagles, 49ers, and even the defending Super Bowl champions, the Chiefs. When you think about potential Super Bowl matchups, it's hard not to include the Cowboys as one of the favorites in the NFC. This could also set off a domino effect in terms of trades and free agent signings. Teams like the Green Bay Packers, who just lost Adams, may be looking to make moves to fill the gap. The Raiders, too, will have to adjust and find a new number one target for their quarterback. But Dallas? They just became one of the most dangerous teams in the NFC. This is a major power play, and it's something every other team in the league has to take seriously. So, there you have it, folks. Davante Adams is officially a Dallas Cowboy, and the NFC just got a whole lot more interesting. Will this be the move that finally pushes the Cowboys over the top and into a Super Bowl? Only time will tell, but one thing's for sure, the Cowboys are contenders now. If you're as excited as I am about this move, hit that like button, leave a comment below letting me know your thoughts on the trade, and don't forget to subscribe for all the latest Cowboys news and NFL updates. Until next time, Cowboys Nation, let's get ready for a huge season.